mate. VANA here. Okay, let's have a look at VANA. I'm curious to know what indicator is this? Is this one of our indicators? I'm just curious to know. I know the oversold is this likely to start. Anyway, yeah. Inside this, if I'm not, I haven't looked at this yet, but this is getting dangerous of rolling over here, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. I have not looked at it yet. I've just loaded the chart. It would be interesting if you had the sentiment tool here to see if this was red. That's a 1 hour chart on VANA. 3 day, I don't know what's going on there. It's a new 3 day today. What you were on 1 hour. Yeah, what price were you on actually? Yeah, God, there's so many numbers there. I don't know which is which. I think that's 1020, is it? Oh, but okay, you're at the white 100. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're just here. Yeah, I thought that was going to roll over. And there's a few reasons for that, but it's only a 4% drop. It's not too bad. Sentiment tool was still red there, but I'm not even sure what my setting is on the sentiment tool. These are just was testing. What is that? That's the MACD. I don't even use the MACD, but it was testing stuff. Yeah, 20 is a fast one. 20 is a very fast setting. But even the 35 was still red here, but it is starting to rise now. But yeah, so it was still. I'll tell you, I was just when I was looking at it there. I didn't really like the fact that it had see this stop on here, right here, this deviation here. I didn't like that, and I also seen the large volume here, and there did look to be a lot of space here. It didn't come down into that space, to be fair. And although this is in a 1 hour apex, it was squeezed. It was very, very tight. Anyway, it just looked like this. Just looked like a bit of a failure. And sometimes when you get that failure, you can, and this flat, see that neckline there, right there at the white 100, just above the white 100. It looked like there was forming that neckline, and after the failure here, sometimes you can roll over a little bit. That's just all I was looking at. I don't know larger time frames or anything. You said they were compressing. Yes, you did say that they were compressing, but sometimes when it's too tight, it cannot be good either. You know. It's cramped. It's not allowing the adequate price movement. Is that a bullish? No, it's not. It's green on a 3 day though after that rejection. But you know, this is a bearish stop hunt up here into resistance. So you can see. Let's zoom out a little bit actually to get a better look at this. So what has been happening is so far, right? Well, first off, let me zoom right out. I don't like see this big move and then this big rejection. Like, I don't like that. That there's something wrong in that situation. That's not really what you want to see. If you see that, that is like I know that's not a real candle probably coming from. It's coming from zero, is it? Yeah, it's not a real candle probably, but it's a listing candle. But then this rejection, maybe it's rejecting because you know when it gets listed on Binance, everybody's dumping some of the VCs or some of the early investors. They're getting rid of it, and when they start to dump, you know, it can put significant pressure on the chart, and it can take a long time to recover. That's just something to keep in mind. But as we come down the structure, you can see, you know, this was a stop on here at the highs. I didn't draw that very well. We came down, we broke the lows down here. There was another stop on right here. Right, maybe I should just zoom in a little bit now because it's getting a bit hard to. But the structure, there's a bearish stop on here. You have another bearish stop on here. The lows are broken here, right? This base is broken. Once the base is broken, you can create a downtrend, and that's exactly what it did. It's lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low the whole way. Now again, we have another stop on here, and we're like you can see there's a range here. You can see there's a breakdown range here, and you can see, well, we're doing something similar now. It is similar, but there's slightly more strength in it this time because we created a bullish stop on here and we're trying to move back up. So it is trying to do something different, but there is that bearish stop on here and we have a bullish stop on here. So it is now stuck in the range here, but the range is happening in down moves, right? You can see it's just down, bear flags, bear flags, bear flags. even a bear flag here as well. So the entire structure is continued to be bearish, and it is bearish below this stop hunt as well. Now it is slightly bullish above this stop hunt as well. So we are in a mixed range here. Well, we're in a range, and the market is trying to figure out what is happening. But the predominant trend obviously was down. The other thing, the candles are all, tiny. They're like, you can see here there was a bit of a big candle here, but you get a pullback into it, and then it leads to some real price action to give a move. This is just kind of choppy, niggly little candles that aren't really worth considering. You like to see some sort of size of a candle or something like that as well to try and help. Like you can see here, these are a bit more decent candles. They're downside candles though, of course. There's no real decent candles to the upside ever since back here, or maybe you could call these better, but these are all tiny little wicky candles and all. So there's no real sign of bulls in this yet, is kind of what I'm getting at. Just to give you an added clue of when I look at this chart straight away, I'm like, oh well, I don't want to touch that chart. That's the first thing I thought when I looked at this chart. I was like, oh, it doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't look good to me. I don't like the VCs selling up here. I don't like the niggly price action. I don't like the downtrend. Of course, anything can always happen in the market. Some whale could come in and just buy it up, and it could do this. But I think it's a chart that we need to be careful with. I'm not saying it can't go higher. It could, like on a new week or something. So that's just my overall first impressions, right? It doesn't really appeal to me yet, but could it be trying to put in a bottom here? There's a possibility. As you said, you want to watch it. VANA is one to watch, is what you said. Yeah, I mean, it's had a decent move down, and once you've had that move down, eventually you're hopefully going to start bottoming out somewhere, of course. So look at this. Yeah, this is actually not bad, right? There's a nice bullish stop hunt right there. That's not bad. So on a new weekly candle, there is a possibility to try and watch this to see. It has rejected and it has had a move down, but this is a bullish stop hunt, and that is a better price action. So now that you've got the bullish stop hunt, there is the possibility that we could start to see those green candles that has been eluding us so far. See the bullish stop hunt? That's what I was saying. I didn't realize that was a weekly bullish stop hunt, but I did say it was a stop hunt. So now this could be attempting to try and put in some sort of a bottom. So yeah, it's worth watching on a new week. Overall, I don't like the entire chart or structure of the chart, but could this get a bounce finally? Yeah, it's possible. It is also a bullish 2-week stop hunt, right? So that is putting a stop to the rout of the bears. In the meantime, at least, it's not been good for the bulls at all, and that's kind of what we talked about through that analysis. But there's a possibility the bulls could start to come in. So yeah, you are correct in saying this is one to watch. Yeah, it's worth watching on a new week. Deep red on a 9-week, but this might start creating a wick that could move this up and allow the bulls to start moving into it. Now there's 6 days left on the monthly candle. It's knife catching. The wick. Sorry, the monthly is now trying to create a monthly wick. Okay, but the safer options are usually to be buying into green candles. So just as a guess, if it does come down and have a bullish stop hunt on a new month, that a bullish monthly stop hunt trading into a green candle usually has a lot more success than trying to knife catch into one of these candles. So there's 6 days left on that. But the fact that this is now trying to bottom or something here, that's a good sign and a possibility for some sort of upside in a new month, and maybe even here, maybe into next week. Yeah. So anyway, mate. Yeah. One to watch. Good to keep an eye on it. And yeah, I hope these flip green for you.